What's good, everybody? This your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes back in the building to talk about tonight's AEW Dynamite live from Philly. Now, the Philly crowd was fantastic. I know they feeling some kind of way because they Phillies decided not to show up in the NLCS against the Diamondbacks, but it is what it is on that. However, they showed up, they showed out. Now, I got to be 100% with you. This episode was a little bit better than last week. However, we will keep it 100%. We will keep it fair and we will keep it balanced. There were some things on here that I really didn't even appreciate. I didn't like. I was like, TK, what the clown are we doing? Especially the end. Excuse me, y'all. I'm like, TK, what the clown are we doing? And I can guarantee you right now, this match, and this match were not good. They weren't. They were not good at all. They were on the show. They tried, but it was too much botching going on. And I feel bad because listen, Sheeta usually can hang in and do what she do. But my goodness, man, this was one of the worst matches I've seen Sheeta participate in. I don't know what happened to Soho. Soho used to be out. She used to be somewhat decent. Now, it's like she's just in limbo now. And I'm like, okay, she didn't beat everybody in the Outcast. She beat them all. But, and then like I say, this was just basically get RVD on the show because they was in Philly. And Philly is the home of ECW. So that's basically what this match was. And in this trash match, you could have saved this garbage for freaking Rampage. You absolutely could have saved this for Rampage. What they should have done, instead of just announcing the freaking match on Rampage last week, you should have had them come out to the ring, say something about Swerve, Young Bucks, address Ricky and Big Bill because you guys are the number one contenders for the tag team titles. And then, meanwhile, we are about to defend these trios championships. Who are six-man tag team championships? Who in the world in the back wants to come out and face us? And then if you wanted to bring these circus clowns out, fine. I would have took that much more better instead of this already being announced and not nobody giving a rat's behind about it. And man, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. It's officially over, y'all. I had hope that these two could possibly, once he came back, that these two could possibly go on a somewhat decent run. Whenever Marquand got back, you get Marquand and Isaiah Cassidy on the track to potentially be the guys to retire them. Because more than likely, y'all, I know we don't want it, and I wanted it at first. I don't want it now. You guys do know Matt and Jeff will win the AEW Tag Team Championships more than likely next year. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now, so get ready. It is bound to happen. It's going to happen. Where the clown is Marquand? I don't even know what he injured. He has been out almost a year and a half, almost 2 years almost. I don't know what I don't know. Somebody said it was his wrist or something. I don't know. I'm like, man, where is he at? These fools got over on the first episode. They got over because they beat them. And ever since they got over, Tony Khan ain't know what to do with them. I mean, just jobbing them out left and right, calling himself Brother Zay, running around here with do-rags on, looking stupid as possible. I'm like, just dumb. Just dumb. And then this right here. You wait till I go in on this situation. Listen, we going in on everything. I can't wait to get to the very end because, man, listen, y'all. We're going to break down everything. We're going to break down everything that happened. Now, before I start this review, I want to say salute to Becky Lynch for doing business because there was a host of cats who were online telling me that Becky Lynch was elevating the NXT women's locker room. I come to find out that was a flat out lie. And there was a host of cats who were on here that said they could not wait until she lost that championship. But again, unpredictability is what makes wrestling great. A host of us just knew that Becky was going to beat Lyra Valkyria at Halloween Havoc Part 1. Lyra is your new NXT Women's Champion. Kudos to Becky for putting her over. Well deserved. I like Lyra. I absolutely, just one of the girls in the back in NXT I actually like watching. She's very good, and I'm glad that she got the job done. Now Becky can come on back up to the main roster and do whatever the clown she needs to do. So the fools who was online telling me that Becky is elevating the women, she didn't elevate nobody but herself. She didn't elevate nobody but herself. But she did business, so kudos to her. Now, I want to address it. WWE right now with the merger, with the TKO merger, has been taking a serious nosedive in stocks and funds and all of that stuff. Because everybody been showcasing that they've been losing their host, like the shareholders have been just dropping and dropping and dropping. So there's a host of wrestlers whose contracts are going to expire come 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to tell you right now, with the re-emerging of Total Nonstop Action, you can't tell me that some of those people won't want to, like, quote unquote, skip over AEW to go join TNA. Ladies and gentlemen, that video with Scott D'Amore going in, cussing up like a storm. I mean, just cussing left and right, saying, "We are effing back." Bro, I felt that. I said, TK, Scott D'Amore is coming for your behind. He's coming for H&M, but he's really coming for Tony Khan. For you AEW hardcore heads that's mad at me because I'm saying that, so be it. I don't give a crap. I'm spitting the truth. I'm an AEW fan. I'm always going to be an AEW fan. I do not want this company to fail. However, when you continue to have butcher shows, you come on strong, and then you go off weak, that ain't it. Impact Wrestling, a.k.a. TNA, is coming up. They ain't playing. Tomorrow is the aftermath of Bound for Glory. When I get home tomorrow, I'm going to tune in, I'm going to watch, and possibly on Friday morning, I'll probably give a take on what I thought about the show. But that video I seen from Scott D'Amore told me a direct shot at this company that you see before you, at WWE, but mainly at this company right here. Clowning, putting on weak matches that don't lead to nothing, ain't it. It's over. I told Tony Khan, you can't be booking bull jive and think fools are going to want to watch your product. It's not going to work. It will not work. Now, we got a brand new pay-per-view that it came out of nowhere. It's funny as heck how, remember when we heard that Warner Brothers and them said that AEW possibly is going to get a total to 12, where we just got a out of nowhere pay-per-view that's going to happen at the end of the year called World's End, and it's taking place in MJF's backyard on December the 12th. That's a Saturday. My bad, December the 30th. Listen, you got to be able to book to keep people invested. Now, there's some things, there was quite a few things I liked on this show, but like I said, some of these matches, like 1, 2, and 3, didn't give a rat's behind about. I didn't care. I honestly didn't care because it didn't lead to nothing. Now, this led to something because of who came out afterwards, but this didn't lead to nothing. This was just basically RVD's on the show. That's it. So, anyway, I done gave my little hardcore intro. I done said what I'm about to discuss on this show. We're going to break down everything that happened. So let's buckle up and let's take a listen. So we are live from Philadelphia. Like I said, Cass is kind of feeling the bum because of what transpired against the Diamondbacks. So right off the jump, I said, okay, cool. We started with a talking segment. Excellent. Renee Paquette is talking to MJF, and he is on the phone with Adam, and he got Adam right away. He said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Next thing you know, Roderick Strong and the Kingdom just rolled up and started yelling at Adam. They started to beg him and say, "Hey, listen, we know you need some help. Let us doggone team up with you so that we can help you take out Bullet Club Gold so you get your championship back." He said, "Oh, you really want to? Great." And then he said, "I ain't messing with y'all," and pushed this behind the way. So he had a word for doggone Rock Hard Juice Robinson. He said, "I'm about to make you bleed. I got a bullet for you. I'm finna whoop your behind." I liked it. And that's how we came in. I said, okay, cool. This is a fresh opener. We're not dealing with a match right away. We got a little promo segment, a little story. All right, I'm cool with that. Great. We get into the matchup now. This was great. When he said he was going to bust him open, he wasn't playing. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is when blood is allowed. And I got to give TK and them props. Because Moxley and them ain't been on TV, we ain't really been seeing too much blood. But right here, it calls for it because MJF has some serious beef with him. He's been talking about some racial stuff or anti-Semitic or whatever it is. Yeah, he felt some kind of way. So he knew, I'm like, all right, you want my diamond ring? Well, I'm about to beat the brakes off of you now. Mid-match, Jay White came out. Jay White came out talking bull jive, hopped on commentary, and meanwhile the Guns were just causing all kinds of havoc. I mean, just trying to cheat. And I'm sitting up here like, why the heck is Bryce, playing along with these clowns? Why is he playing with them when they constantly cheating left and right? He should have kicked their behinds out. No, he too busy playing around with them. I'm like, bro, what are you playing with them for? Yo, these refs in AEW need to start showing their authority. Show your authority. So that's the one thing I notice about pro wrestling. Referees act like they don't have no authority. It sometimes happens in Impact, it sometimes happens in WWE, but it really happens a lot in AEW. I say you are the authority figure of this matchup. You are the official. Be the freaking official. If these fools are clowning and trying to get involved, you kick their behinds out. You don't play along. What he was doing, he playing along and stuff. I'm like, I get it. They were trying to add to the match. Listen, I understand Bryce's job. His job is to bring extra to the match. The referee's job is always to play into whatever the storyline they're trying to tell. I get what they were trying to do. But when you clowning like how Colton and Austin was doing, man, you got to kick their tails out. I don't care what Jay White's saying. Jay White talking all kind of bull jive on commentary. He just saying anything. I'm like, let him talk. You kick those circus clowns out. Well, with them clowning, constantly trying to cheat, and like I said, MJF did bust him open. He's bleeding all over the place. I knew it. I said MJF came in there beating his tail. I mean, he was beating his tail. Beating the brakes off him. And then he even did a kangaroo kick. The fans went nuts. They went crazy. They loved everything about this matchup. With all said and done, Bryce too busy paying attention to Austin and Colton. MJF pulled out his diamond ring, popped him in the head. 1, 2, 3, match over. After the match, the Guns hopped in there. They started jumping MJF. They started beating the brakes off. Jay White hopped on commentary. He hopped in that, and then they holding him down, ready to whack him in the head with the doggone belt. Here comes the Kingdom. Here comes Roderick Strong in a freaking wheelchair. Talk about Max, just clowning, acting a complete fool. Oh, and I forgot about this. Right before the match, right before MJF had finished his promo, the Devil Clown popped up on the screen. So you had to ask yourself this: that ain't MJF because he's in the ring. How the clown is that MJF when he's in the ring? He popped up on the screen and disappeared. So they telling you right now that is not MJF. The question that we all want to know: who is the clown behind the mask? Who is it? Or could it be a she? We don't know. We will find out sooner or later. So the beat down goes down. They hopped in there trying to get rid of them, and that didn't work. Then here comes the Acclaim. The Acclaim come running out there, try to save the day, running their behinds off. So we got this whole segment where Jay White is talking all kind of mess, setting up a match, got his gun boys to say, hey, since you is tough, how about you put your Ring of Honor tag team titles on the line at Full Gear? I said, wow, TK is about to have MJF do double duty again. I said, no, I wouldn't have done that. I would have had MJF put those titles on the line on Collision next week, the following week. Because right now, what he has coming up, I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to have him do double duty. All in, he was able to do it because he had, quote unquote, Adam Cole to help him out. This time, he's going in by himself again. I said, I don't really want that. I honestly don't want that. And that's already a foregone conclusion. He's definitely going to retain. But I wouldn't have done it. I would have did the match on Collision because I feel like it's less predictable on Collision than it is at the pay-per-view. That's just my honest take. But we got another match. And it's unfortunate that it's involving the main champion who already has a match. You see what I'm saying? See, TK think he's slick. Let me tell y'all something. Tony Khan could have at least announced 2 other matches if he wanted to. If he honestly wanted to announce 2 other matches. Because I think we got 3. So as of right now, we got 4 matches that's going to possibly be at Full Gear. You could have announced at least 2 more, which would have gave us a total of 5 matches on the card ready to go. This is where he needs help. Because a lot of us are like, we hanging in there. See, and when I say a lot of us, I'm talking about the people that has patience. I ain't talking about the people that hate Tony Khan, that want this company to fail. I'm talking about cats like me that's fair-minded, that want to see him succeed. But when you constantly do goofy stuff like this, I'm sitting up there like, bro, like, so Roger was talking about Max. He said, bro, if you scream my name one more time, I'm standing right here. He said, let's team, like, let me and my boys team up with you. He said, I ain't never, he said, he said, not, what he say? He said, I ain't gonna team up with you clowns. So then that's when the Acclaim was like, Max was like, hey man, since you don't want to team up with him, how about you team up with us? And then he said, not over my dead body. So he's playing this game. He's literally playing this game as if he has no clue on who he's going to choose. Because he doesn't want Roderick Strong in them, and you know he don't want MJF. I mean, he doesn't want Max Caster in them, and Anthony and Billy Gunn. But he's going to eventually choose somebody. That's what it's going to come down to. And I'm telling y'all right now, like I said, we things are leaning into the right direction, but we got to get some clarity. Because there are times when certain things like these go down and it's fantastic, it's great. But when it's a host of things going on at one time, it's kind of like, okay, we supposed to be focusing in on this, but then nope. So after he rejected both Roderick Strong and Max Caster, out comes Kenny Omega. Omega comes out and he challenges MJF one-on-one this Saturday on Collision for the AEW World Championship. Now, the crazy part is, how is MJF going to get his title back before the matchup? You see what I'm saying? Because Jay White and them walked off with it. Jay White still has it. So, the match is going to be great. I've seen a lot of people complaining, say, hey, how come we're not waiting until possibly the 30th to do the matchup? TK say, no, I got to get it out the way. Because of all the targets that MJF has on his back, I guess TK said, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Let's go ahead and do it. Excuse me again. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is about to be off the chain. I expect them to kill. Now, the question is going to be, how is the finish going to happen? How in the world are we going to get to the finish? Because that's exactly where we need to go. Now, obviously, you know MJF is going to win because the streak is on the line. The longest reigning AEW World Championship streak is on the line. Can Kenny Omega stop it from Max reaching it? Or does Max go past him? He's going past, but the question is, how does he get his championship back? That's where you need to tune in. So I'm cool with that. So he has a host of things going on. So after the matchup, we got multiple storylines concerning the champ. And I say that's exactly what you need. You want your champ to be the center of of attention. And I say, TK, this is where he excels at. Now, the rest of the show, he needs to get cats who are going to be leaders of that to lead that department. Because he really ain't got no clue what he's doing on that. But this, I'm cool with. He's like, all right, let me go ahead and do this. I got people so bad. I got so many people that's invested. We got this storyline going on. We got that storyline going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, multiple story. And then let's not forget, you got Samoa Joe waiting in the wings. We're going to talk about him a little bit later. But you know what? I thought this very first segment was great. Matchup, great. Juice and MJF did work. All the clowning from the Guns and Jay White and everybody coming out from the Acclaim to Roderick and the Kingdom and Kenny. I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. It's a very great, fantastic opening. Fantastic. Now, let's break down the rest of this show. Let's go. Because now we got some things to talk about. So, we got the Bieber Boys, which is Alex Reynolds. I didn't realize that's what they was calling themselves. Dark Order. Alex Reynolds and John Silver taking on Hook and Rob Van Dam. Now, the only reason they had this match is because we was in Philly and RVD's there. So this is basically a way for him to get on the show. Is it leading to nothing? I don't think so. It's not leading to anything. See, if this was leading to something, then this would make sense. But it was just a random matchup. Great. It was great to see RVD. Fans love it. Philly love it. But is this leading to anything? No. Like, honestly, it really ain't leading to nothing. So why the clown should we care? Honestly, why the clown should we care? This ain't leading to nothing. I'm being 100% with you. This ain't leading to nothing. See, if this was leading to something, okay, I can get behind it. Was the match good? It was decent. It was a decent match. It wasn't a bad match. It was decent. Crowd was definitely invested into it. They loved it. RVD did work. Hook did work. Silver did work. Alex Reynolds did work. Great. Great, decent tag team match. But it led to nothing. I'm not here for that. I need some freaking story, man. Don't just be having these random matches. For you. If you're having these matches, they got to lead to something. So hopefully TK can make sense of this later on, but for me, it was just there. So then we got the backstage commercial stuff with Tony Storm, and out of nowhere, doing the commercial thing, picture by picture, here comes this butler, and I was looking. I said, wait a minute, who is that clown? Then, so when they, later on, when they come out, you're going to know exactly what it is. I'm going to say his name once we talk about Tony coming through. But these little vignettes, this little picture-by-picture stuff, it's just Tony Storm acting the clown. Like I said, obviously she's the main focus, so it's only right for her potentially to go against Sheeta. Now, is Sheeta going to be a transitional champion? Who knows? I mean, who knows? Because that's what it feels like. It just feels like they keep hitting the reset button. Like, reset. I'm like, no, get somebody in here to help you with the women. My goodness, man, I can't believe I'm saying this. Go get you Shawn Michaels, man, to help you come up with storylines for the freaking women on AEW television. Because what the clown you doing, man, ain't... I don't know. I have no clue. So, we come back for commercial. Tony Schiavone is in the ring, and he introduces Darby and Sting. Fans go nuts. They go crazy. Darby actually looked nice in a suit for a change. Looked like he was going to a war ceremony. They come in there. They greet Tony. And he gets on the mic. Talks about how thanks Tony Schiavone for all these years. 35 years ago he came through. And TBS has been fantastic ever since. And so they introduced whatever his gift was. Now, we was online speculating that he was going to possibly get a shot against Christian at freaking Full Gear. No, that ain't the case. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Khan decided to call this old fart up. Yeah, the Nature Boy Ric Flair has made his AEW debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say this. Remember what I just said. Several WWE contracts are coming up to a close coming 2024. I would not be shocked if Charlotte Flair's contract comes up to a close because there's absolutely nothing left for her to do. I think she's trying to get one more title reign or two more and she passes her dad. More than likely, they're going to be able to do that. But with this fool making his debut, ladies and gentlemen, it was not shock. And especially with this rumor going around that Andrade and Charlotte ain't really seeing eye to eye. I don't know, because Ric Flair just posted a picture of him and Andrade. They talk about he's a great son-in-law, and I'm like, so where are these rumors coming from that her and Andrade ain't really seeing eye to eye? Ladies and gentlemen, I got this weird feeling Charlotte gonna mess around and come to AEW, and Lord knows I don't want to see it. Why the clown am I gonna become? Listen, how stupid is this gonna be in me? That she comes over to AEW and then automatically I'm supposed to be a fan? No, that's crazy talk. That's nuts. I don't want to see this old fart come to AEW. This is the problem with Tony Khan. Tony Khan keep going and finding these old clowns that's way past their prime that ain't gonna help nothing. Yeah, you're gonna get fools talking about you online, but this ain't helping ratings or nothing. And as a matter of fact, we not just gonna forget that a year or two ago, Dark Side of the Ring, the plane ride from hell came out. We're not gonna forget about that. And I told you, this circus clown had no business being on TV. He had no business going back to the E, and he straight up had no business coming over to AEW. And guess what? Tony Khan said, that's all good. He's been good. We ain't heard from him like a year or two. I know he had the little one-off match between him and Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and he was tag team partner. Who was he tag team partners with? Was it Billy Gunn? Who was he? He was tag team partners with somebody. But I'm supposed to get excited about that? You crazy out you lost your mind. So he talked. He said, "Hey, AEW fans, I'm here to greet my best friend. He's a good dude." And so thank God Christian came out here, interrupted the whole situation, talked cheesy about the Philly fans, said that here's a champion that you're never going to see because you're unlike your Phillies. The fans booed him. Fans told him, shut the F up and F you Christian and all this crazy stuff. So he talked about how Darby and Ric Flair and Sting need to go sit down somewhere because it ain't worth it. I broke your arm, Darby. Sting, you need to retire. Ric Flair, you owe this dirt. You need to get your behinds up on out of here. So he told that man, listen, And then Sting started talking. He sneezed. He said, "Oh, I'm allergic to donkeys." So they pretty much basically set up a match, and it looks like we're getting a trios match that's supposed to take place at Full Gear. So here is a matchup. Here's another matchup. Yes, there's story. Unfortunately, this is where we're going. I thought it was just going to be a singles match. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Khan, once again, finding ways to get multiple clowns on the show because, again, certain clowns come to him every day, and I really don't know how to tell you. I can't really put you on the show. This is what he does. He books him multi-man matches, and that's that. I'm like, no. Multi-man matches are only supposed to happen when there is a serious beef. Now, I get it. This is a serious beef. This is allowed. But, again, I don't need 15 multi-man matches. That's not me. You might like that. I don't. Give me a tag team match. Heck, I could tolerate a tag team match. I could tolerate a trios match. Heck, I could tolerate 2 tag team matches. But if you start giving me 4 tag team matches plus a trios match plus a multi-man match, you already done lost marks on my end. You done lost marks. So they set up a match. Christian told that man, go find you another clown to help team up with you. This is going to be me, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne, versus whoever you find or whatever. So more than likely, you know what it's going to be. But I'm personally, ladies and gentlemen, Christian literally had to save this segment. Literally. Because I really didn't give a crap. Once Ric Flair pulled up and you heard the song, I said, we were doing so good. We were doing so good. And then, boom. Because basically, like I said, they was talking about him retiring at Revolution, but he needs to retire right now. Like I said, Christian, listen, he's been on a roll with this TNT title. I mean, I didn't really give a rat's behind about the TNT title before he got it. Now he has it. I'm absolutely enjoying everything he's doing with it. But we got to pick things up, man. We literally had to pick things up. So we got a sit-down interview from Jericho, and he talked about the beatdown he got from Powerhouse Hobbs. It literally caused him to think, am I really cut out for this business? Should I really call it a career? He was literally thinking about retiring. But he said, just like Don Callis has multiple friends, I got multiple friends too. And they're pretty powerful. So that tells me, ladies and gentlemen, it's possibly going to be a tag team match. It's probably going to be Will Hobbs and Takeshita versus Chris Jericho. And guess who I think his partner's going to be? I don't want it. I know you're not going to give a crap about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Paul White is going to be his tag team partner. Yes, right. Big Show. Paul White. It's Paul White, right? Paul White or Paul White? Big Show. Big Show, I believe, is going to be Chris Jericho's partner. Now, if this is back in the day, okay, I'm cool with it. But now, no. I'm like, just give me Will Hobbs versus Jericho Part 2 and call it a day. Call it a freaking day. That's all I care about. I don't want another tag team match because I'm telling you, we literally might have 3 tag team matches on the show. Plus a trios match. Because you know the trios titles are going to be on the line. So the trios match, 3 tag team matches. I'm like, cut that foolishness out. We already got the Ring of Honor tag team titles. The AEW tag team titles are going to be on the line. Then you got another tag team match. Man, I'm literally telling y'all, we might get at least 4 tag team matches on this card coming up. I'm telling y'all, I know how Tony Khan, I know how he thinks, ladies and gentlemen. I've been watching him for the last 4 years. And these shields are going to shield out and tell you that I'm tripping. They're going to tell me that I'm on some goofy stuff. No, I am a genuine fan of the company. I want the company to succeed. But if this is how you keep booking your shows, this ain't it. It's not it, partner. It's not it. It's not it. Now, the segment was good, but I kind of don't want Jericho in a tag team match. I honestly would take him in a singles match, Will Hobbs, one more time. I literally would take, heck, if it got to be a no DQ match, fine. I don't care. Literally, I would take that. But that's not what we're going to get. We're going to get Will Hobbs and Takeshita, Chris Jericho, and a mystery partner. And I got a feeling it's going to be Big Show. I got a feeling. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I got a weird feeling it's going to be Big Show. So, we get this. Right here, boom, trash. This was... y'all, this is some crap that you put on Rampage or you put on Ring of Honor TV. This was not Dynamite worthy at all. I don't care how good Hangman is. I don't care. This was not Dynamite worthy. It was trash. Now these fools is gonna chill out and tell you that this match is fantastic. Don't pay them no mind. Don't listen to them. Pay them no mind. Their minds are brainwashed because they more than likely are on the Tony Khan payroll or D-riding that man. Don't pay them no mind. Pay them clowns no mind. I didn't care nothing about this. And guess who got pinned? That's right, Brother Zay. You knew them fools wasn't losing. You already knew. I ain't care nothing about this. This would have made more sense again if they would have, first of all, address Hangman. Hangman address Swerve, and then you'd say whoever wants a shot at these titles come out. And then the Bucks, they could have addressed Ricky and Big Bill. So now we setting up the matchup going into full gear. Damn, I hate to be doing this fool's work. I'm doing his work for him. He lazy. This circus clown is lazy, ladies and gentlemen. He's lazy. I told you, he did fine at the beginning, and now he just slipping. Get some freaking help, clown. Get some help. If you got to call the home King Mike out, call him out. He gave you his email. Call that boy up. Call my man's up. Call him up. He can help you out a lot, bro. Call him up. This ain't it. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. It's not. So afterwards, I like this. So on the TV screen, you're like, wait a minute. So it's like we see the camera. It's late at night, and it's a house. Next thing you know, you hear Prince Nana, and you hear Swerve. They literally pulled up to Adam Page's house. I said, oh, they literally broke into the man's house. I said, now, this is some straight savage crap. Somebody needs to arrest him. It's some criminal type of crap. I'm telling you, man, but they playing their roles perfectly. It's some savage stuff. They pulled in, because remember what he said. He said, people are going to pay that's close to him for what he's done. He's taken title opportunities from him. So he's going to make him pay dearly by attacking people that are close to him. So automatically, I was like, he probably going to somebody in his family. They literally broke in. Swerve got Prince Nana acting. He talk about boss. He got him acting like a freaking minion. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look, y'all know I'll be one of the main ones going in on Fools Buck dances. I'll be one of the main ones. But let me tell you something. Prince Nana got this goofy clown dance so freaking over. Like, it's literally over. I'm like, man, I didn't realize. Because when I first saw him doing it, I said, what the heck is this fool doing? But then as he kept going, and then when you hear the swerve, when I drive, swerve, and he doing it, I said, oh my God. And it's getting over. Next thing, you got people all over the world. You got kids in high school cheerleader off dancing. You got mascots in Germany. Then you got fools all over the place. You got a doggone trend. It's the Prince Nana. Then everybody is doing it. Heck, this man even had MJF of all people doing it. I said, listen, Prince Nana is a gem. I wasn't on board. I was not, because I was like, okay, what is Prince Nana? I'm like, who is this? What is this non-FBA? Who is this clown? But now, Prince Nana is making this work. And Shane Strickland, which is the, I ain't playing game. Listen, I might do it. Matter of fact, even in the music video, I don't know if y'all had the opportunity to go see the music video. It's a very good music video. I liked it. He literally had my man doing the dance. He did. Everybody was like, oh man, Swerve did the dance. Yep, he did it. He sure did. But they pulled up and they went into his son's room. I said, oh my. Now, you know dang well his baby went in there. Like, come on, y'all. He was talking to nobody. But he pretty much said, you going to pay for taking opportunities from me. I told you, hey, man, people in your family is going to pay. So guess what? Your son is forever indebted to me. Gave him a mogul affiliate shirt and threw it to him. And then Prince I said, hey, man, we got to go. We got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, you know this ain't going to be no DQ. Because of all this foolishness that Swerve and Nana been doing to Hangman, you know Hangman is ready to, more than likely, it wouldn't shock me if we get another Texas death. But it would not shock me at all. Because that seems to be Hangman's go-to. When he got beef with somebody, he goes to the Texas death match. And it would not be shocking if that's the matchup that they do. By all means, let these fools cook. If that's the matchup they do, I'm fine with it. But at the end of the day, guess who needs to win? That's right. Swerve needs to go over again. Don't give a crap what nobody got to say. He needs to go over again. I don't care. He needs to go over again. If you really want to present Shane Strickland, a.k.a. Swerve, as a true main eventer, have him demolish Hangman in his matchup. That's his playground. That's where he mess up fools. He give clowns like Moxley concussions. This is his playground, correct? Shane is just even deeper. He's just even more devious. And he will mess him up in his own playground. That's the way to go. There's really no other way to go. It's honestly no other way to go. We come back. Renee is about to talk to Copeland about Christian. And he said, I know he wants me to fight him. I said, that's my boy. I'm not going to fight him. Our friendship is more important than any type of business. Darby and Sting rolled up on him and told him, you need to snap out of this foolishness. You still loyal to this circus clown. This circus clown is under mind control. He run around here thinking he all that in a bag of chips, and you sit up here still trying to play games as if he cool with you. You need to wake the heck up, man. You know we need to tag team with us. Get on outside. Cut that foolishness out. I know you don't want to fight us behind, but cut that foolishness out. Darby and Sting tore that fool up. Adam Copeland was sitting there looking goofy as possible, as if he didn't know what to do. They told that boy up. They told him off. And Edge was sitting there looking goofy as possible. Like, huh? Like, I don't know what to do, man. We know what you're going to do. You know you're going to team up with him. I know you say you didn't want to fight, my man. You're going to end up fighting him. That's the matchup. It's going to be those three versus those three at Full Gear. That's it. Boom. Then this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, this might have been one of Shia's worst matches. I'm not playing with you. This was it was a botch fest. They tried to do so many things. It just was not adding up, y'all. You got Sorrell running around here trying. I mean, my bad. Sorrell wasn't even involved. You got Ruby out here trying to go and get that spray can, trying to cheat. Then she gonna go give it to Sheeta, and Sheeta gonna spray paint. Then she went to go grab the championship. When you got Arby looking right at you, I mean, then it was a fight where Sheeta tried to jump off the turnbuckles, and the way how she landed, she really didn't get all of Ruby, so she had to scoot over. I'm like, bro, this looked like amateur hour. Honestly, this looked like freaking amateur hour. And I hate to be the guy, but this is why fools that can't stand your company call you an amateur company, because you book bull jive like this. You book foolishness like this, and you expect us to care about the women's division. This ain't it, Captain. TK, this ain't it. Get you somebody in there that can help you book. Like I said, call Michaels up. I know it's company infringement. Get some pointers. Get some freaking pointers on what to do concerning your women's division, because it should not, I guarantee you, it should not be the ladies that's over on Ring of Honor, an app that don't nobody watch, have no business being the best women's division you got, and it's not being showcased on TV. I don't give a care if certain cats sit up and tell me that because they have no time restraint that they can develop more. Whose fault is that? That's Tony Khan's fault. He has absolutely every opportunity to showcase why his women belong in women's wrestling, why his company's women's division is one of the top three. There's absolutely no excuse. But like I say, these AEW hardcore shields are going to shill out and say, well, that's Tony's fault. Yeah, it's his fault. But you sitting up here shilling out for the company because this is what you live by. This is what you breathe by, telling me that the Ring of Honor women is great because they ain't got to deal with no commercials and crap. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I'm not finna sit up there for 2 to 3 hours watching 20 matches in a row that have absolutely no story. I'm not that stupid. Listen, I love wrestling, but I ain't that crazy. Okay? I ain't that crazy. Listen, I already break down. Every now and then I catch Raw, depending on my mood or how I feel, because like I say, Shawn Michaels got me feeling some kind of way how he's been booking us. Now I understand they trying to present Jade as she's somebody, and they just debuted Brian Pillman Jr. as Lexus King, and both of them, it's funny how both of them came sitting out on thrones. Cool, I'm cool with that. But again, we know the history of how we are presented over there. That's why I can't get fully on board with everything that's going on in NXT land. I know y'all want me to, but I can't because of how Shawn Michaels has presented us. He does the same exact thing as H and that old prune Vince McMahon used to do. I'm like, it's like I can't get on. I want to, but I can't. Matches I seen from the clips I seen, the ladies tore it up on Tuesday night. They did a great job. I got to give them props on that. But, again, because of how we are presented, I can't fully get invested. I know cats want me to get fully invested, but I don't roll like that. Meanwhile, over here, there's absolutely no excuse. I don't care what the AEW Shield has to say. There's absolutely no excuse for you to be booking your women's division like a joke. And then out of nowhere, right after the match, Shida wins. She retains. Here comes Tony. I said, okay, finally we got a woman on the company that's actually being built right. I said it's absolutely no excuse that Toni Storm is one of the only girls in your company that's actually being presented as she matters. She ain't even the champion right now, and she feels like the most important woman in that division. Here she come out with the Butler clown that pulled up in the vignette, and I was like, wait a minute. I said, wait, ain't that who I think it is? Ladies and gentlemen, that circus clown Luther is her doggone manager now. The Butler clown. The Butler clown who was normally as the crazy Luther clown who had that doggone bullseye on his head, licking his lips, acting stupid, looking like a crazy man. That's her doggone Butler. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I was cool with her just being by herself. I hate to go this route, but him being paired with a woman unfortunately reminds me of the foolishness they tried to do with Brandy Rose. You remember that trash, the Nightmare Collective? I pray to God that's not where we're going, because that idea was terrible. That was terrible. She's doing fine on her own. I don't know how this is going to work bringing Luther in, because now it feels like you're going backwards. Now you're going when Brandy was there and you're trying to do that Nightmare Collective foolishness that was just trash. Trash. Utter garbage. But obviously this is the matchup, and I'm telling you, this is what you book at Full Gear. We're doing Tony versus Shida one more time. This is it. This is the final time. This is the final time these two are going to wrestle each other for a very long time. This is it. Now, again, does Shida become a transitional champion? I don't know. I do not know. This going to be dependent on how you book this. How do you book us? Where are we? October the 26th? October 26th to November the 18th. You're going to have to tell a very compelling story to get people excited about Shida versus Tony Part 3. Because I believe this is the third time these girls have wrestled each other. This is the third time. You got to tell a compelling story. The games are up, ladies and gentlemen. TK, the game's up, bro. The game's up. I told you, my man Scott D'Amore ain't playing with you. He ain't playing. That boy ain't playing, bro. I saw that video. I said, I felt every word he said. And fools talk about, oh, only people that's happy is the 17 clowns in the audience. I said, y'all fools hate. Y'all circus clowns is hate, man. Y'all are hate. You just wait. You just wait. Because the audience is starting to get, they going to, listen, I hate to say it, but TNA start getting more better and getting better. Them fans that's over in AEW land going to jump ship and they going to come over to TNA. I'm just trying to tell you. So TK, you better get on your A game right now. You can't be clowning, bro. You can't. You can't clown no more, dog. You can't clown. You was able to coast. You were able to coast when Vince McMahon was in charge. Now with Triple H in charge, let me tell you something. He can listen. He really can't coast because Triple H. Listen, I hate to say it, but Triple H ain't really doing a better job because he got some things. He got people somewhat hyped, but let me tell y'all something. They just drinking the Kool-Aid over there. But my man Scott D'Amore, oh no, you can't play no more. You cannot play anymore. You can't play. So backstage, we got Renee Paquette. Trainer is checking on MJF, and she wants to talk to him. And next thing you know, Samoa Joe comes out of nowhere. He said, "Hey Max, I see you got everything preoccupied right now. Everybody and their mama is trying to get a hold of you right now. So listen, let me go ahead and be your friend right now and be your backup. Let me be your backup, but." The only reason I'm going to be your backup. Is if you give me another title shot. Now, I personally believe that's going to be the matchup going in the World's End, which will be in his backyard. Now, the question is, does Samoa Joe go over? We don't know. But I liked it. I say, MJF has multiple storylines going on. I said, TK, how the clown is you doing well with this, but the rest of the show you feel like you just doing anything? I'm like, bro, get some help. It's okay to say, like, hey, look here. I ain't got it all together, man. I ain't got it all together. I wish I did, but you know what? I'm going to get some help. And I'm going to have somebody take over this department. They'll be the creator. I'll just be the last say so. I will just be the last say so. That's it. That's all you had to do. Main event. Kokeshia Okada, Orange Cassidy versus American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli. Now, main event. Matchup was good. The problem I have with this, I told Tony Khan, TK, please, man, please quit having your champions get pinned in non-title match. I just knew it. I said, OC bet not get pinned. And guess what happened? OC got pinned by Claudio. And guess what Tony Khan said? Haha, next week we're going to do Claudio versus Orange Cassidy for the International Championship. I said, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is why I don't care about the International Championship. I cared about it, but I don't. Because you just pinned your champion in a non-title match. Why the heck should I be invested in Orange Cassidy now? Why? And fools gonna swear up and down, oh man, this was fantastic. It was great. Yeah, it was great. The fans loved it. But the ending was stupid because guess what? At the end, Bryan was acting like he was hurt. Word on the street is he was just playing the games and crap. I hated this ending. I hated it with a passion. I hate it because you want me to be invested in Orange Cassidy. You want me to be invested in this second title run, right? Where you just killed it by having them get pinned automatically. And then you expect me to be excited about a Claudio versus Orange Cassidy match. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I guarantee you it's going to open the show next week. I guarantee you. It's going to open the show. So with Bryan standing there looking goofy, holding his face, Moxley came out, Wheeler Yuta came out. Then everybody that's a part of the Best Friends, from Chris to Chucky T, Trent Beretta, Rocky Maria, they all came out, and I said, watch Tony Khan say, hey, at Full Gear, we're going to do a 5-on-5 or a 4-on-4, some stupid stuff like that. I'm like, and I'm not going to care. Honestly, I'm not going to give a dang. I'm just not going to give a crap, ladies and gentlemen. And that's Tony Khan's fault. This is where he fails. He fails, and then guess what? Like I said, he tried. This is what he did. Hey, look, it's to be continued. Everybody standing around looking cute. I said, no, that's not how you do it. That ain't how you do it. If you desperately wanted Claudio to get the victory, Okada was standing right there. I don't give a care that Okada. No, I don't care. Okada ain't no champion right now. I ain't watching New Japan. Is he a champion right now? Because Lord, I know he ain't. He ain't no champion. He can take the pinfall. You really want to tell the story between Okada and Bryan, right? Claudio should have pinned him. Claudio should have pinned him again. This way, he's devious about the BCC. He's upset because not only did he get pinned by Bryan at Forbidden Door, he got pinned on Dynamite. So now he's even more devious. He's more upset. If you want to tell the story about Okada trying to get back at Bryan and them, you have Okada get pinned. You protect Orange Cassidy. Tony Khan, you are a clown at this. Listen, wrestling promotions as a whole. Impact does it. You know WWE do it. They do it every week. WWE doesn't care. They honestly don't care. They champions get pinned left and right. And TK, you in that same playing field, man. On Collision, you had Eddie Kingston get pinned in a non-title match. Then you turn right back around and have Orange Cassidy get pinned in the main event like a dummy. And you expect somebody like me to come on here and say, man, this was a fantastic show. This was great. Wow, TK's back. Oh, no. I don't roll like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a realist. I am a freaking realist. Now, I understand. I tell y'all every day. I wish I can not stutter over when I'm talking. I want to just be able to come straight out with it. I apologize about that, but like I said, y'all know I'm coming straight from the heart with this. This ain't no knock against the dude. I'm just trying to help the boy out because last I checked, Scott D'Amore and them ain't playing. They ain't playing, bro. They ain't playing with your tail, TK. They ain't playing with you. They ain't playing. You want to play all you want. This ain't a game. And AEW Shields, you can be mad at me all you want. You can call me a traitor all you want. I don't give a crap. You can call me every name in the book. I don't care. I tell you the bold-faced truth. I told you what I liked. I liked the beginning. I like everything that's involved in MJF. Now, I'm not really too big on him defending the tag team titles on the same show. I think they could have did that on Collision. That's just my honest take. Because now that tells me right there that the Guns and Juice more than likely aren't going up for the trios titles. I'm like, that means somebody else is going up for the trios titles. Honestly, if you got the Guns going against MJF for the Ring of Honor tag team titles, that tells me that the Acclaim aren't going against Bullet Club Gold at Full Gear. That's what I thought. It would make more sense to me to do that and to have them. Now, check this out. The Guns have the tag team titles, the Ring of Honor tag team titles, and they mess around and have the trios titles. Now you really are presenting Bullet Club Gold as something. Think about it. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. But TK said, nah, I don't want to do it like that. Okay. To each his own. But this ending was a trash ending. The match was good. It was a very good tag team match. But the ending, I wasn't feeling the ending. You could have went completely other ways. Other ways you could have went. Ladies and gentlemen, I done went long enough. I come on here and I say what I got to say. If you don't like it, you know what to do. If you like it, if you're new to the channel, hit the comment section up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And you'd already know I'm going to come to you straight with no chaser. Holla at your boy.